Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. Someone was impersonating me in the Kino Casino chat yesterday. I wouldn't be shocked. You know, it's not me. You know, I'm long removed from that shit. And particularly on my day off, I definitely wouldn't be me anyway. But yeah, I'm sure people have been impersonating me all over the internet. He says, I have an honest question. Why does low tier God keep saying you need to work on your sexy to consider a match in a fighting game? Because he's gay. I'm curious if a fan of you would actually donate you $5,000 so that you could play him. I think you would wipe the floor with him. I've already explained, PFC, you're probably a newcomer, relatively newcomer to the streams. But here's the thing. The challenge that I had for LTG is he has to beat me in Street Fighter if he wants to earn anything. Not that he receives a payday and then he plays me and then he won't care if he wins or loses because he already got paid. There's no point. You understand? There's literally no point to that at all. So why would I ever want to do that? The point is to beat him in a real competitive match where there's stakes, a reason for him to play well. If there's no reason for him to play well, he could just throw the match and take the bag and run away. So it would never happen. I would never raise money to pay the guy. If there was ever going to be money raised, it would be that would be the prize pot. Me versus him, winner take all. Loser, well, is a loser, right? That's what it should be. But he's never going to do that. The reason that he says stuff like that is because he knows he cannot beat me at all. He is 100% convinced that I would smoke him, okay, in any fighting game, and he knows it. Like, he's seen my gameplay. He knows that I'm a former EVO, either qualifier or champion. He knows that old school, he can't touch me whatsoever. He knows that in Street Fighter 6 that I actually was doing quite well until I quit because I got bored of the game. I was playing much better than him. I mean, he's still actively playing these games, and he still sucks. He still sucks. He still has entire streams where he just keeps rage quitting nonstop. He sucks at fighting games. But this is the only thing people will tune in to watch him play. He recently, apparently, he's dabbled in other things. People have told me, did you see him play Resident Evil? I said, no. And then someone sent me a clip. Oh, my God. You think you make fun of me playing fucking video games? This fucking guy, he rage quit Resident Evil. It's a single player game. And he rage quit. He actually, like, he's dying to a zombie. He'll go to dashboard on PlayStation 5 because he doesn't want to see the death animation. He can't stand it. Anyway, so, yeah, there's absolutely no chance that this match will ever happen because he knows that I'm going to beat him. So what he does is he pulls out insane excuses. Well, I'm only going to play you if you work on your sexy, if you can bench or squat a certain amount of weight, if you can do this or do that. What are you talking about? He says he doesn't need money. Then he demands thousands of dollars to play me. Then you need the money. If you didn't need the money, you'd actually have another reason why. You'd be like, oh, well, this or that. If he would just be honest with himself and be like, it doesn't benefit me because I know I can't beat him. I know I cannot beat him, so I'll never earn any money doing it. And I don't get any clout for losing. I know because I played Jay Snyder Vizant years ago. He crushed my fucking nuts, publicly humiliated me. And since then, I've been the laughing stock of the internet. You know, I got to fake view bots to make it look like I have people watching my content. I have to have fake gifted subs to make it look like I have 3,000 paid subs when I don't. I have to do all these fake things to look like I'm successful because that's the shtick. That's his shtick, is that he is a successful dude. He's not. He's a rube. He's a fake. Everyone knows this who tunes into his content. You can tell 5 seconds in, but that's just it. Like, he has to keep that going. So if he plays me, he knows he can't win, so he can't win the money, and he gets no clout from losing. So there you go. He's never going to do it. Would he do it if he got paid $5,000? Yeah, because then he doesn't have to win. He'd just say, oh, thanks for $5,000. He would throw the match. It would be the most crappy thing you've ever seen because he won't even play. And then he'll walk away and with $5,000. What's the point of that? Then who's the winner? He is, because he got money and everyone else got screwed. So, you know, it's never going to happen. It's not that he's not. Let me put it this way. It's not that he's stupid. He's not. He's smart about the way he's doing it because he's portraying this air of arrogance and like, oh, I'm so successful and all of this. But in truth, we all know the truth is that the reason he won't do it is because he can't win. So he has to set up everything as a roadblock, every excuse in the book, right? Yeah. What does What does having to do squats have to do with playing a video game? Zero, right? That'll be like, you know, he challenges me to a workout challenge, and I say, okay, LTG, but only if you beat me in Street Fighter first. But the challenge is to see who's better at working out. I don't care. You've got to beat me at Street Fighter first. Then we can do the workout challenge. See, when you reverse it, it doesn't make sense. When you reverse it, you're like, what the fuck does that? Why would you do that? No, why would I? Now that's ridiculous. Someone says call him the N-word. First of all, you get a nice ban for even suggesting that. No, I don't have those thoughts in my head whatsoever. I don't think of him like that. I honestly think that LTG is one of the most egotistical, cocky, narcissistic guys, and he knows that it's profitable to do it. That's his ego. That is his shtick. He is the Black Johnny Bravo. He is the guy who's like so oozing confidence about himself, but that's what some people like to see and do support him. It's not everyone, but some people do support him for that, so he has to keep doing it. You see, if he ever would have dropped that facade and actually be a normal person on camera, no one would like him and he would never get any money. So he has to do what pays his bills because he's desperate. I mean, he's paying child support. He's doing all these crazy things. He's in debt. He's basically in the debt situation similar to what I was in. Seriously, he is. He's in a debt situation very close to what I was in when I had to go through bankruptcy. So maybe that's what he has to do to get out, to get to a point where he doesn't have to be trapped in that loop and that cycle anymore. So anyway, has nothing to do with his skin color whatsoever. Seriously, nothing to do with that at all. Zero. Good evening, Phil. I'm making good on my promise from earlier. LTG is a beta male and you are an alpha male. You're greater than LTG. Thanks. Why are you guys all bringing up LTG tonight? Where did this come from? Did something happen? It's weird because we haven't talked about him in a while. And all of a sudden, you guys are talking about him again. Again, I didn't bring him up. So, you guys bring him up and then, I'll answer. But to me, I'm only going to bring him up around Evo time. That's it. Because once a year, I'll challenge him. He'll bitch out like the cowardly yellow-bellied chicken he is. And then we move on. There's no point to beat the dead horse. We already know that he's a bitch. Bigger Dude did a €2 super chat. No, a £2 super chat. And he says, you're both put up $2,500. We don't take all, would you? No, he won't put up any money. He doesn't have any. LTG doesn't have any money to put up. He's desperate. He's losing subs, supposedly. Again, people, of course, when I started talking about him, people sent me all this shit. They're like, oh, did you hear LTG lost like $10,000? And I was like, no. And you're like, yeah, he got charged back like $10,000. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. That's legit fucked up. Like to think that you've earned something and then they take it away. Because how much you want to bet he spent some of it and then he doesn't fucking have it? He never got paid for it. And like I said, apparently from what people are saying, he's up to his eyeballs in debt. And he has all this freaking child support he's paying constantly and everything. So basically he has he portrays himself forward as an affluent guy, but he's not. He's actually really tightly knit with his money. So he has no money to put up. He would never put up $2,500. He doesn't have any. You understand? His money's already spent. No, that's what I said. He's never going to win. He's never going to put any money up because he can't win. He knows he can't win. That's why he puts roadblocks and exceptions and things in the way. The only way he'll play me is if he gets the money for free and doesn't have to do anything for it. Why would you pay him money to do nothing? Think about that. Are you simping for LTG? If that's the case, go ahead and go send him your money right now. People say he's live. Go to his stream and send him all your money. Simp for LTG. Go ahead. Because that's what you're asking to do if you want to pay this guy $5,000 to play me. You're simping for him. No, he would not beat me in Street Fighter 6 if I practiced. Like, I'm not dumb. I wouldn't be like, hey, let's play right now. No, I haven't played Street Fighter 6 in months. If I practiced, I get back up to the level I was, and then I learn the new meta and I learn the new stuff. I beat him in Street Fighter 6. Dude, did you ever fucking watch any of what he was doing in the game? I had, 6, 7 characters at Master? And then I would get to Master, play a little, and say, you know what? I want to go back and challenge myself again. This guy could barely get like 2 characters to fucking Master. And then he would rage quit, and he had like a ton of fucking second, third accounts. Like, this guy is not good, okay? Thank you for the early support, guys. As you know, American Truck Sim streams are always awesome, meaning we always have a great time. We enjoy each other's company, right? And we have literally hit every support goal. So let's keep that going. That's why I keep Truck Sim in the rotation. It's been around for like 4 months, and I keep it in the rotation because it's always a great time. We all enjoy it, and we all have great interactions and conversation when I play it, and you guys support it. So if we hit the goal again tonight, it comes back next week. All right? That's how it works. Okay. Oh, it looks like I never changed the goal pop-up thing. Hold on. Let me change that right now because we have a new goal, the flight of beers. Our new goal for when we hit 30 goals is I'm going to try a flight of international beers. Okay, so I'm updating that on both chat services. So now it'll say the right one. So we're already at 21. We did hit the goal earlier today for GTA 4. Let's hit the goal tonight for Truck Sim. Let's get up to 22. Let's get it going. Like I said, if we do well all week long, we could do it Thursday night before the marathon. Because this, for the record, and that you guys will like this, the late stream viewers will like this. When we do this DSP tries it of the international flight of beers, it has to be the late stream. I'm not going to do it on the first stream when I have to eat dinner and everything in between. It's going to be late stream. So you guys are going to get a special DSP tries it. So the more you support now, the sooner you'll get DSP tries it, the international beer taste testing. Jade, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm very glad that you're feeling better. No one ever heard of Meerkat Mob. Nope. Never heard of it. Not at all. I don't hear about this stuff. I don't pay any attention to any of this crap, any of this detractor crap or things that people say and do about me. I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me. Why do I care about them? Like, couldn't be less affected by the shit that they do. All right, anyway. So let's get started. We have more of this nectar hard juice, jungle juice flavor. This is the first one I ever had. I didn't like it that much, but I mean, I have them. I have to drink them. So we'll have some jungle juice right now. Try to cover it so it doesn't explode everywhere. You hear that? Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know what fruit is in there. It has fruit juice in it. It's sweet, and it has like a fruity flavor, but I couldn't even put my finger on what fruit it is. I have no idea. So jungle juice. Oh, what am I doing? No. You have to be in St. Louis. Uh-oh. It won't work. I'm clicking on St. Louis. It's not doing anything. It literally won't work. I'm clicking on St. Louis and nothing happens. What the hell? Why? I'm starting to be upset. Why can't it just work? This worked before. You can't zoom in. There's no zoom on this screen. And they won't let me click on St. Louis and do a job in St. Louis. This is dumb. Why was I able to fast travel to other states when I unlocked them and do jobs there immediately, and now it won't work all of a sudden? I don't know. You guys tell me what I'm supposed to do. I don't get it. It's not working like it used to. So now I can't even get a job. They won't let me get a job from the freight market. I'm not going to take a job in Texas when I'm in Missouri. Happy birthday to you, Vietnamese comrade. Apparently no one knows. No, Jay, quick jobs are just jobs that you do not even in your own truck. We've tried that once and it screwed us all up. Go to Subtropolis. Okay. Subtropolis. Here's Western Star. Here, you know what? That's Western Star. Let's go to Western Star, and hopefully that unlocks stuff. Okay? I'd like to play the game. Okay. Domino's Pizza. Okay. I'm gonna turn on these wipers, and within 2 minutes, it's gonna stop raining. All right, we're off. Finally, we're doing something. Let's go to Western Star and see what's over there. Maybe I could buy a new truck. Maybe I can get a job. It would be nice. It would be nice to do something instead of just sit here. All right, everyone. Well, welcome back to Truck Sim, our weekly chill vibe. Tag me in the chat if you'd like to talk. Any contributions greatly appreciated. This week, DSP Tries It is different. We're not even doing food this week. This week, we're actually doing a taste test of a flight of international beers. People complained and said they were tired of food. I said, what would you like to do different? And they said, why don't you do some liquor taste testing? I said, well, what do you think? And someone said, beer. Let's do some international beer. So I got 4 different beers that we'll be trying on a late night stream sometime this week, hopefully, as long as we hit our goals. We have always hit the goal here on Truck Sim. So let's keep that momentum going tonight. We're going to do 4 different beers. I wanted to do more than that. I explained all this on the podcast this morning. I wanted to do more than 4 beers, but my local liquor store that I went to only sold them in packs. They wouldn't sell me individual beers, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy like 30, 40 beers to get 6, 7 kinds of beer, so I got 4 for now. If this is a successful event and people like it for DSP Tries It, then I would consider doing more. I would consider going to a different liquor store and looking to see what selections they have and stuff like that. Okay. Well, I'm being told now the goals say at 20, but it's 30. Well, I'm going to try to fix it, but it's kind of hard to do when I'm driving, guys, you know. All right. Now, guys, let's start chilling and let's start talking. Because we've been here for half an hour. It's been mostly buying a truck, and I know you guys are like, well, when does it get to chill with Phil? Well, right now. Let's start chilling right now. Whatever you guys want to talk about, please tag me in the chat. And, guys, for goodness sakes, let's get some support. Right now, we're, what, $16 for a Truck Sim stream? Absolutely not. Let's go. Let's get some support right now for Truck Sim. Let's get our first sub of the night. Let's get a super chat. Let's get a tip, and let's get a membership right now. Let's get one of each. Guys, I was serious about the support. Come on, Truck Sim is always the stream where we get tons of support and we hit the goal, and that's why I do it every week. If we don't hit a goal, we're not doing it this next week. We're not. And I really enjoyed doing it. I think we always have a great time with Truck Sim. I have no clue why things would be different tonight, so please, let's get some momentum going. Well, okay, so something just happened that I want to explain. Someone tried to do a 5 anonymous sub bomb, which is very nice. Thank you for the 5 subs of support. Anonymous subs don't work on Kick. They're fake. Meaning, Kick only hides your name in chat, but it actually shows up on the leaderboard, and it shows up, as you can see in the pop-ups. So thank you. It's actually Scandelabra who gifted 5 subs. They probably didn't want anyone to know, but there's nothing you can do. Kick anonymous subs actually don't work. So I'm sorry about that, because you probably didn't want that on the leaderboard, but there's nothing I can do about that. It just doesn't work. Okay? Okay. He says it doesn't matter. All right, as long as it's not a big deal. Every once in a while this... Oh, shit. It turned way too early. Every once in a while this happens, and I feel bad. I don't know why Kick claims there's anonymous subbing when you easily can figure it out. Like, you can easily just go right through and figure out who it is. It's kind of lame. So, sorry about that. Thank you for the support, and I will shout that out in a second, put that on the leaderboard. 81 bucks of support tonight. So just like that, right? We skyrocket towards $100. We're almost there. Who can get us to the 100 right now? Who's going to get us to the 100 right now? Let's do it. Tip for Phil and shout out and a drink up to King Cobra JFS. Let's get one drive through Casper, Wyoming, which is oddly enough is in the game. Yes, and we have it. We have Wyoming. All right. How about this? How about this? Let's do a toast to King Cobra. Gone way too soon. 34, I don't care, about his infamy on the internet or whatever. 34 is way too early to go. Absolutely ridiculous tragedy. Sorry to hear it. Everyone drinks up. Raise a toast for King Cobra tonight on the stream, man. There you go. Okay. All right. And I got $1.50 From Renee Dupree, who says the Kick chat is carrying the support tonight. YouTube chat could never do so. Wow. So basically, we've got someone laying down the law here, saying, listen, YouTube, you better pick it up. Alrighty, everybody, I'm back. I got my second drink of the night, a Lilikoi passion fruit nectar hard juice. I think I only have one or two of these left. We've been drinking through it pretty much every week when I play Truck Sim. So, yeah, let's go. Here we go. Oh, God, it just exploded. That's why I'm covering it now, because it's already exploded over my keyboard and stuff multiple times. Did it get on my mic? It did. It sprayed on the mic. Oh, hold on. A live dabbing. A different kind of dabbing. Dab the mic to dry it off. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that way I don't have a sticky mic. That looks disgusting. My mic looks good. I don't want to start looking gross or anything. I want to take care of my stuff. Gene is happy I'm going to Iowa tonight. I'm happy to hear that. What percent alcohol is this? 6%, I believe. I think the nectars are 6. So it's stronger than like one of the standard like seltzers, but not as strong as the harder seltzers that I was having that were like 8. Oh, that's much better. Wow, that's one of my favorites. The Lilikoi passion fruit. That tastes great. That's really good flavor. Okay, are we all ready? Let's continue. Let's go to Iowa with this lemonade. We got lemonade to deliver. People are very thirsty, and they're very upset with me that I took a break and I'm not delivering the lemonade. So let's go. All right. Guys, thank you so much for your support. We're at 99 bucks. We got 51 to go to hit our goal for tonight, get to 22 out of 30. That's another step closer to a new DSP tries it of me doing a flight of beers, international beers, that I purchased for this special DSP tries it that I will try this week. Hopefully it goes well. So please, let's hit that goal tonight. In fact, let's do it right now. And then, after we've hit the first goal, let's hit a second. That way we can do it earlier. Oh shit, they're slamming on the brakes. Hold on. What is going on here? What is happening here? This is not good. I think we have an accident because I see people who are changing lanes. See that? Can I get around these people? This guy's backing up. What is going on? What is happening here? Look at this. So kind of a weird traffic event. What happened? A beer flight typically contains 4 to 6 beers. Each beer in a flight is a smaller sample size, usually between 4 to 6 ounces, allowing you to try a variety of beers without committing to a full, and that's Nick who got that off the internet. Correct. I actually was going to do 6, but this liquor store that I went to, which actually is a huge liquor store, they're mostly in the wine and hard liquor. They do have a lot of beers, but it's all like local craft beers and stuff. They did not have a wide selection of international beers at all. So I had to really just kind of try to pick 4 different countries, and that's all I wanted to do because there was like a whole shelf for like Germany, and I was like, well, I'm not going to get 4 German beers. I want different stuff. So I ended up getting 2 Asian and 2 European, and if this is successful and you guys like it, what I will do is I will commit to trying to go to a different liquor store. There's quite a few out here that I can look at, and someone this morning actually suggested, they said, you know, your local grocery store sells liquor, maybe they would even have more. And I it didn't even like hit my mind to think about that. Like when I grew up in Connecticut, they didn't have liquor in grocery stores, so I literally never buy liquor from the grocery store, even though I could if I wanted. I never do. I don't think about it. So I could have looked there too. You're right. So maybe I will do that. But if this DSP tries it goes well, because I'll be honest with all of you, I'm skeptical. Okay, why am I skeptical? Because we've tried other things for DSP tries it before, per your suggestions, okay? And they don't usually work. To be honest, they don't. We've tried snack boxes. I did 2 snack boxes. One was Japanese, and one was what? Like Turkish? You guys didn't like that. I ended up throwing out the Turkish box because you guys didn't even care about it, so I just got rid of it all. And then there was a couple other things we tried too that they don't work. It seems like when we do food, even though a lot of people complain, people like it. For example, all week people complain, oh, that McDonald's adult Happy Meal will never be good. And then we did it. Dude, it's got great views. It's over 1,500 views in just a few days. It's growing in views. It's actually stacking up to be one of the most popular DSP tries-its I have done in a year. So that's what I mean. Like, everyone complains about it, says it's bad, but then it does good. So again, who's really complaining here? I feel like the people who complain about this stuff aren't the people who care and who will contribute. It's just people who want to whine about everything. Like, so here's the thing. If this flight of beers tasting a DSP tries-it goes well, we can do other things. We could do other kinds of drinks. It doesn't just have to be beer. We could do other alcoholic beverages. We could do hard liquor a little bit, right? We could do all kinds of stuff. There's tons of things to taste test like that, but we have to see how this goes. And maybe what we could do is like alternate. 1 week we do a taste testing at night of alcoholic drinks. 1 week we do food. And we go back and forth. So that way it doesn't feel too played out that we're doing one too much. I could do that too, but let's see how it goes. Again, I'm not convinced that this is going to work. Yeah, we could do a flight of craft local beers. Correct. There's a ton. There's an insane amount of local beers. Washington State is known as a beer state where, like, there's so many companies, hobbyists, everyone crafts beer here. Everyone. So that would be awesome. I could get like 4 wild-looking local craft beers and try them and tell you what they're like, you know? No, I've never had Baloo. No, I have not. Jade loves chilling and talking and hearing stories from me when we have these nights. Me too. I love these nights. They're fun. John Belaya, that is for me to know and for everyone else to find out at a future date when I so feel like taking action. Basically, months ago, I started talking a little bit about the fact that so many people out there copy my stuff or just straight up rip my stuff or live restream my stuff, which is illegal. Here's what's legal. You watch my stuff, you want to make fun of me. So you edit it. And you edit it in a way that's funny, even if it's being derogatory, right? As long as you're making a transformative work and you're not fully rebroadcasting my work so that now your work that you're either broadcasting or uploading is now a actual replacement for my work, that people would watch that instead of the original. That's illegal. You can't do that. You can only do it if it's considered a transformative work. Period. There's no such thing as a live rebroadcast without permission. It doesn't exist. It's illegal. It's a violation of copyright law. So, I told people a couple months ago that I'm looking into it, and it's that simple. It's being tracked, and it probably won't be anytime soon, but at one point, depending on how things go, I gotta do an inspection. I may have to take some action. Because I have the right, I have the legal right to defend my rights as a content creator in the United States. These laws apply. YouTube's in the United States, so anyone who's doing it is liable. Anyone who's doing any business that's in the United States, you're liable to U.S. law. And if you think you're going to get away with it just because no one has ever prosecuted for it before or whatever, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Again, I can't stop people from being defamatory. I can stop people from grossly rebroadcasting or just re-uploading my content without permission. If it constitutes a replacement for the original and people would watch that instead of the original, that's illegal. So again, to reiterate, if you are reviewing my content and saying it's bad, that's allowed. If you are literally pressing play on my content, watching the entirety of it, and just letting it play, and only once in a while saying haha or something, that's not allowed. If you are live rebroadcasting me right now, that's not allowed. In no circumstance is it allowed. You can't just raw rebroadcast someone. It's not allowed. Even if you have commentary over it, it's still not allowed. Because you need to give opportunity for the original party to have air of their program first. This is why you can't just live rebroadcast a sports game while it's happening. You can't just live rebroadcast a movie while it's on TV or a TV show for the first time and do commentary over it. You can't do it. It's just not allowed. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what some idiot told you who says that they're a lawyer. None of them know what the fuck they're talking about, and you're going to be in trouble. That simple. So you're playing with fire, and it's going to be a matter of time. That's all it is. It's a matter of time. But I have nothing further to add to that. It's the same thing I said before. And, you know, it's not going to change. If it changes, you guys won't know because it's between me, my lawyer, and the people who are going to get sued. It has nothing to do with anyone here on the streams or anything like that. You won't even know about it. All right. Come on, guys. Let's hit this goal. Let's get this goal crushed right now. So that way we're not talking about it for the next 45 minutes. Let's just hit it now. Let's get to the 150, and then we can just relax for the rest of the night. All right? Let's go. What do you guys want to talk about? Why are you so quiet tonight? What the heck's going on? Usually you guys are more talkative. Tonight you're just kind of like talking amongst yourselves. Can we stop at the next truck stop to get some Cheetos? No, I'm broke. After buying a new truck, I don't have any money for Cheetos. I'm completely broke and busted here. Someone tipped me $2 saying, can I do DSP tries it with no pork in it for people who are Islamic? No. I hate to say it, it's just, I understand your limitations or whatever, but in the United States, pork is a ginormous part of the American diet. It's almost in like every piece of fast food when you really think about it. Like pork is such a common staple in American dining. It would probably be incredibly hard for me to make sure that there was no pork in something that I ate. In fact, even if I went to a place, let's say for example, I went to a place and I purposefully got stuff that had no pork in it, I'm probably still eating pork. They're still using the same fryers, the same grills, you know what I mean? Like, it's really hard in the United States to make sure that you have a pork-free diet, unless you're going specifically to a restaurant that's known for that, right? Which I don't. So there's not much I can do about that, you know? Sorry about that, but, you know, DSP Tries It will continue with a wide variety of foods. Sometimes there'll be pork, sometimes there won't be. As you know, I try not to eat a lot of red meat. Usually DSP Tries It is my cheat meal of the week. Like, that's my cheating meal where I will eat things I'm not supposed to eat. And that's a lot of the times why you'll have beef or pork or things in it. But again, it won't always be like that. There are times when it's not, right? Sometimes, like, remember Super Chicks? That was just fried chicken and some sides and some custard. Nothing there, right? Nothing bad there. So there's times, but I'm not going to specifically be going pork-free. Dwakin did a $2 Canadian super chat. How much to throw it back? To drink the whole thing? Oh no. I cannot really chug. If I do, sometimes I get sick to my stomach. And I'm not gonna do that on a stream. Okay? I can take hard liquor, but I'm not chugging hard liquor either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take shots. It's not about the strength of the liquor or anything. It's about just drinking that much. If you told me to chug a thing of water like that, I'd probably also, my stomach would be like, I drank too much too fast, you know? You're Not Funny says, your parents paid you for chores. I did it all for no pay. Well, I had no allowance. The only way that I made money as a kid was to earn it. I had to work. I was never just given money for free. Like, there was no allowance that I got every week. I had to do chores. If I did chores, then I got paid. Then I could go do fun stuff with the money that I made. So basically, my parents instilled in me the whole, you know, the knowledge of how it is in the real world. No one's just gonna give you a handout. You gotta earn your money. Why does Kick Chat move faster than YouTube chat despite having less viewers? There's two reasons. Number one, because a lot of the people who watch me on YouTube are called the silent minority. These are people who have watched me for many, many, many years. A lot of them are contributors, but they don't really talk. Instead, they just watch. They've been here for a long time, and they probably will be here for a long time, you see? Number two, because all the trolls try to go to Kick Chat because they think they can get away with more over there. So they go over there and they try to collectively troll and use the emotes and do silly things. You know, LARPers. Most of the LARPers are on Kick, not on YouTube. So they talk more. Guys, we're at 101 of support. Can we get to 150? Come on, we're there. We got about half an hour left on the stream. We got to hit this goal tonight. We got to keep it going or else no more American trucks in. You know, we've kept it in the rotation for 4 months of support. There is no reason to have that stop tonight. Let's go. Thank you so much. That gets us up to 111. We're now 39 away from the truck sim goal and keeping it in the rotation, guys. Every week, hit the goal, keep the fun times rolling, right? But I stopped following sports. Basically, once I started getting into comic books and video games. And then I started following American football again in the mid-2000s. And that was the era of the Manning brothers, Eli and Peyton. Each, you know, leading respective different teams and going up against each other. And that was a good era. I liked that era of American football. For maybe 2-3 years, I was into it, and I would try to follow it. During the Super Bowl, I would actually go to a bar with some of my friends, and we would all hang out. It was fun. But the thing is about it, like for sports, for me, it's just too much of an investment of time to follow it all. And I just never really had the time. Between having to work all the time and then wanting to travel to play Street Fighter, I just didn't have enough time to follow it. So I never really knew what was going on. I would just play catch up quick, but yeah, nothing else I could really do. You thought going to a bar with friends was gay? No, that's because you're an idiot. You don't know the difference between just going to a local bar with friends to have a few drinks and watch a game versus paying someone's way thousands of dollars unsolicited, flying them across a country to specifically go to a pro wrestler's bar. That's fucking weird. And if you don't think it's weird, it's because you're gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not gay, and I'm happily married. Does the wrestling themes make it gay, or is it gay if it was a normal bar? If, let's say, for example, you are close with someone, you're close personal friends with them, you've been spending a lot of time with them for a period of time, you probably have already hung out and done stuff, right? And then all of a sudden someone says, hey man, let's go down somewhere and hang out and have like a dude's vacation and we'll hit the bar or whatever. I mean, just the fact that PvP asked me, when he knows I'm married, to fly across the country and go to a bar with him was fucking bizarre. Like, dude, no, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it with my wife. I don't wanna go hang out with you. If I go on a vacation, I wanna go with my wife. That wasn't what he offered. After the fact, he was embarrassed because I brought that up, and then he's like, oh, I'll fly you and your wife. No. That's not what you said originally. I caught you out for being a weirdo, and then you tried to save face and fucking change it. That's not what it was. It was very fucking weird. Again, PPP is very lonely. He doesn't have many or any real life friends. He wanted to hang out with me because basically he felt like we were friends. Which, I get it. Totally, I get it. He's very sad and lonely, and he's probably depressed, and he wishes that he had people that he could hang out with in real life and shit. But, now look what happened. Guys, we only have about a half an hour left on the stream. Now would be the time to rally and hit the goal for the night. Because this is it, what I'm about to do. Even if we don't finish, I still got to get out of here. Can we hit the goal? We hit the goal, we continue with American Truck Sim, the streak continues, and we play it every week, which I would love to do. I'm really enjoying myself. We got a new truck now for future streams. I do believe that'll be enough to get us to our goal. So now we just need to hit another 150 in the next 20 minutes so we can do a double goal for tonight and get closer to DSP Tries It. There we go. There we go. That's how it goes. I think that goal has been hit, yes. Yeah, if any of the viewers on YouTube feel bad about Kick carrying tonight, you guys could just drop $150 right now. A super chat or a tip. That'd be perfect. Or maybe 50 gifted memberships. That'd be perfect. 50 memberships. How much to do a Speedy Gonzalez impression? $150 to hit the second goal for the night. And I'll become Speedy Gonzalez here for the end of the stream. All right, we're running out of time. If someone wants me to do Speedy Gonzalez, you better pay up. Let's go. $150. Let's go, man. What are you waiting for? Nick says if you play Twisted Metal 1 through 4, I donate every stream not planned. Yeah, Twisted Metal's one of those things that's weird because it's like lost to time. Like no one really talks about it, nor is there a way to play it on a modern platform. Yet they made a TV series of it. 2 seasons. It's really weird, right? You would think, hey, why didn't they make a new game or a tie-in, or at least just do like a collection so people could play the games as the TV show was gonna come out? Nope. It's kind of like Fallout. Fallout's so idiotic. Let's make a show. Oh, it's a hit. Oh, we have nothing to sell. Oops, we're stupid. Fucking dunces. We're getting off? Shit. Are we getting off? No, we're not. We almost... Wait, we were supposed to get off? Oh my god. We were supposed to get off. There was no way to tell that. Oh, fuck. We were done with the job, man. We were literally done with the job and we just got fucked. It totally looked like there was another way to go right. Damn, dude. We got screwed. We're not going to make the time now. We're going to deliver late. We got screwed by bullshit. Yes, we did.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.